sewage, putting in the drinking water, all of this, putting in the foundation. Now, the central government now never make them find their own money. The central government send them the money, said this is to do it. And
Send
it is
whom? The municipality.
The municipality.
Right.
Now, every elected person from local to central government is a part of the process. So we are blaming the Westmoreland Corporation for jogging them foot on something with them should have done a long time. Desmond them send the money, give them from December to start laying the foundation. And now we not done yet. And these are the same people who are come on TV, a ball every day. Oh, the container was can't come yet. You know, sister, something wrong with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something is wrong. But you're gonna just send money to the municipality and you don't check up. You are the one who is solely responsible.
Yeah,
no. Hold on. You are the one who is solely responsible. I understand that. Okay, this parish is basically run by is taken over or run by the PNP at this moment.
Did you hear the part of the interview where he said, after realizing that they weren't doing enough, he said, send back the money, come on and send it back. But then they call and say, here, we are ready to proceed now, so send the money, come again. Did you hear that part?
Jamaica police coming.
No, I'm asking, did you hear that part of it?
No. When I asked the question, Chuck, to be honest, I just came on.
No, hold on, Jairus. Did you hear that part of it where the man said, after realizing that they were, he said, send back the monny?
You know, listen to what I say now. When I came
but I'm asking you a simple question. Did you just answer the simple question?
No, then let me answer no. You can't let me.
But it's a yes or no question. Did you either you hear it or you don't hear it?
Well, I didn't hear that then.
Then you know that you say. So I played that recording about 500 times.
That doesn't mean that I hear it.
Play for me there.
I just came on. If you are watching your stuff, you know that I was watching Liverpool game a while ago and I just came on to TikTok, bro.
How many start watching how it end?
4-2 to Aston Villa.
What?
Yo, the time is all right. Listen, my time is 23:35 in the night. Okay? So I just finished watching the game and I just come on to TikTok and I see this. So I asked the question.
All right. So Desmond
listen to me now. All right, listen. I will stay on the page and I will listen what is going on. I will listen what you're playing before all your people in the comment come for me, and then I can analyze the situation. And then I will analyze the situation, because you know Westmoreland is my place, just like Travis.
And that's why I may have Dujan up here earlier, and because people like you must be concerned now. Remember, Jairus.
I will listen. I am not anywhere in the country now, so I will listen, and then I will.
Whether you're in the country or Dujan not in the country either, but Dujan still concerned.
But Dujan
probably not in the country, but Travis still concerned.
I am concerned, yes. That is why I came up. That is why I made the comment, and that is why I came up. So I will listen, and then if I need to have a contribution next, then I will do that. So I will continue to listen. I'm free right now, so I will listen to the program, and then if you wish,
play the recording again, sir. Listen to the recording.
No, man. Listen, I am gonna come down and I will listen to you, and if you wish to add me, and then I will come back.
Find his voice to come out and speak. I will address him later on in the interview, but let me say that the 8 families which have been relocated to another section here in Petersfield are actually accommodating 4 cottages with around 8 habitable rooms. And the 8 families that are presently at the location is more than adequate in terms of provisions as temporary holdings for the families. It is 100% better
With Vinted, Kayla can easily earn extra cash. She just has to list and sell what she doesn't wear.
100% better than where they're coming from. They have proper water inside bathroom. They have light, which was provided for them. One of the families, because of the excess amount of goods that they have, they asked for tents. We have provided one tent for the family. That is there. There are two issues that they have raised. One is some cupboards and closet in the rooms that were damaged by the rain. That will be addressed. We put on a brand new roof. Extensive repair was done to the facilities. At least 3 of the shelteries offered to assist with the cleaning, the sanitation. We brought in the Jamaica Fire Brigade to wash down the facilities, and they were provided the necessary cleaning equipment to clean the facilities. The only other concern that they have is the condition of a fencing to one side of the premises, and that will be addressed. The cutting of the lawn, they say that they have some stuff still stored on the lawn outside, so they would not want to have those move until that is done. But I want to dismiss the mischief that is being made by the Member of Parliament. And I have 3 questions for him. How many times since Melissa has the Member of Parliament for that area has visited that shelter? And let me tell you how many times he has been there. He's been there 3 times. On my first visit, he came with me, and he went back with the leader of the opposition. And the last time he went there was to go on TV and to give relevance to himself. Ask him, as the Member of Parliament, what assistance has he offered to the shelteries since they have been there? I can tell you, 3 cases of water and some towels that he brought recently. So when the Member of Parliament is talking about and being critical of the government, we will accept criticisms, but not from somebody who is a non-performer who has done absolutely nothing to help his constituents. The only thing that he has been doing recently is to make public mischief, talking about we promise to relocate. Yes, but he needs to also tell the public what role is the PNP control Westmoreland Municipal Corporation has to do with stalling the progress of building the new houses. The ministry sent an MOU to Westmoreland because they wanted something. We sent an MOU to them around the houses to be constructed on the lands that we got from the sugar holdings. They spent about 2.5 months going through the MOU. 2.5 months going through a MOU. Then they finally sent it back. We asked them to sign the MOU. It took another 3 weeks for them to sign the MOU. They eventually signed the MOU. A contract was issued to the contractor. We sent the money to Westmoreland, to the municipal corporation. We sent the money to them. They're not asking for the money. We provided the money to them to undertake the work. The contractor has so far laid down 6 of the foundation. Up until this day, the contractor can't get a cent from Westmoreland for the work that is done. And when I spoke to the mayor last week and the CEO, they gave me all sort of excuse and gave a commitment where I was surprised yesterday when the contractor called me to say that he has not yet received a cent. We're still waiting to find out from them as to why the contractor has not been paid. We sent the money from late last year. When I saw what they were doing, I asked them to send back the money. Okay? They sent back the money. And all right, they said, okay, they are ready. We sent back the money. The money is there. Over 70 million is in the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation to facilitate the contract to lay down, put in the sewage system, to put in the lining and to fix the road and to put down the base for the houses, for the shelteries. And up until this day, Westmoreland has failed to pay the contractor for the first round of work that he did from December last year. Okay? Okay? He started that foundation because it takes some time for it to be done because of the size of it. Those bases are ready. He has started to move on to do another 6 bases. The houses are in St. James waiting to be shipped over to Westmoreland. They can't be shipped because the contractor, and in fairness to him, he has done what we asked of him to do, but he cannot continue to work without being paid. Yesterday I got a message to say that they have indicated that the contractor will be paid by Thursday. Well, let me say this publicly. If the contractor is not paid by Thursday, I'm going to ask them to send back the money and we will make other arrangements. But I want the public to understand and to hear me clearly. Westmoreland, since they have drawn my tongue politically, I'm not going to speak now. Westmoreland, since 2016, has been a municipality that is unreceptive to the programs initiated by the government. In the grill, we have provided resources to build a vegetable market, fruit market for Negril. There's no market in Negril. And the former Minister of Local Government, then Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller, identified some land to build that market. Nothing happened. In 2016, I went to a town hall meeting and committed the government to build that fruit market. We wanted lands to relocate the vendors at the site. I spoke to the Prime Minister. The Ministry of Housing gave permission for lands adjacent to where they're occupying for a temporary market to be placed until the construction starts. We provided the money to build the bathroom, to provide water, to fence the place, to put in light. Up until today, Westmoreland has not done anything about it. In 2018, Westmoreland were the first municipality to get funding under the NHT local government program for improvements to the infirmary. They were provided with over $51 million to build a new wing at the infirmary. It took them 7 years to build the infirmary. And at the end of the day, when Melissa came, it exposed the weakness in what was done because they didn't monitor the thing. So Westmoreland, believe me right now, I have reached a point now where I have lost respect and trust because I have been speaking with the mayor on this matter. And the member of parliament has never one day called me as the minister to raise concerns to say, Minister, what is the issue? But he has gone there creating mischief and trying to seek relevance on something that we could have gone down there and build that base without them, But they are the local authorities. The mayor is chairman of the disaster committee. He has responsibility for disaster in the parish. Westmoreland Municipal Corporation has not provided 1 cent to assist the shelterees there since Melissa. 2 meals a day is being provided for the shelterees. Breakfast and dinner is being provided for the shelterees. And I want to tell you something. There are 8 families that remain there. Of the 8 families, 4 of them, and some of them are the main mischief makers, have received $500,000 under the roof program, but they still live in the shelter. The other 4 has moved out. Right? So this argument about us moving people and not taking care is mischief. It is mischief, right? And we continue to provide for them.
Yes.
Yes,
I
sir.
trust you were listening.
Yes, sir.
And I trust you gave you a look of understanding of what is going on in Westmoreland.
Mm-hmm.
And not just know. And not just know.
Okay.
The people that are
Based on what
elected to serve the people of Westmoreland are the main sabotage.
When was this recording done, Chuck? That you just
This morning.
today?
No, not today. Monday morning. It was Monday.
And today is what, Friday?
Today's Friday.
And there's no response to this recording as yet from anyone from the from the local or the central person.
No, not that I've heard. Not that I've heard.
Okay, so the money was sent twice to Westmoreland. Twice.
Yes.
But if they send it back and said they had, why did they send it back and said they are not ready? And then you're
not listening. Hold on.
No, listen, man. Every single day I hear the MP.
No, you hear something wrong.
No.
Hold on, but who me correct you first, no sir. When you make a mistake, I have to correct you. Them never send it back and say them not ready, you know. The minister said, "Uno not doing the work. Send back the money, make me find another way to do it."
And they send it back.
Them come back and say, "All right, we're ready now. Give me back the money." And then send it to them.
No, I'm talking about the first instance. So they send, when he asks back for it, they send it back.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So, you know, as for me, Chuck, I will, as the government, I would say, okay, you guys are not competent enough, because if I send it to you and every single day you come out on the internet and crying, and then when I send the funds to you to do the work for the people, you did not do it. You know what? I am going to take it up in my hand, because this is my responsibility. I am the one who is going to look bad. So let me go ahead and do this. Then you don't have nothing to say. When we are doing it, we will let the people know that this is the situation. I don't want to hear this now that, okay, it was sent back. Why it was not communicated to the people to say, okay, this money was sent and your representative did not do the job. So we had to, wait, no man. They did not do it, or they did not want to do it. So we had to ask back for the money. Why they did not communicate that to the people? That is the downfall. You know, you see, communication is one of the biggest downfall of your party or this government who is governing Jamaica. That
your government, like you put it in, your party, your government.
But it's my government also.
But that's not what
even though it is my government. Because is my prime minister, then put it that way, because he is the prime minister of Jamaica and I am a Jamaican. Okay, that is communication is key. So if you cite irregularities, you're supposed to go to the people, because you know, okay, put it this way, the PNP is mischievous. So you're supposed to be ahead of the game. It is not just it is not just now you guys are saying this. So listen to me. All right, to put them to rest or put everything to rest, I need to put this out and make it clear to the people. People are who suffering, not MPs or government. It is people who are suffering.
Let me ask you this. How many people live in a shelter in Westmoreland?
Chuck, that is irrelevant of what this conversation is.
But you don't know why I asked you the question.
All right. Well, based on what I heard, all the peoples are out of the shelters. No, they are in accommodated shelters. I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, put it that way. I don't know.
Okay. So when you say, that's why I know when you say these people are suffering, that's why I ask how much people live in a shelter. That's why you can say these people are suffering.
But only people who are in the shelter are suffering, Chuck.
But what we're talking about now is the people in the shelter, the people that needs to be returned, the people. Did you know the government rent house put people down there if rent house put people?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. To be honest, I don't know.
But the only thing you're sure about is that people in Westmoreland now get no help.
It is not about what Chuck, we are having a discussion. So don't put it as if this is what I am saying. I am making a comment based on what the recording say, and this is my input as to what I think the government should have done. I am not blaming the government. I am not blaming Desmond Mckenzie, no.
Yeah,
I am saying
but what you
this,
think? You think the government should have broken the law?
not broken the law, but explain to the people what is happening. Because
No,
you know what is coming.
So, all right. So you admit one thing that is true. And at the first never here you admit it. Said the PNP is a mischief makers.
I am not saying that they are mischievous, Chuck. I am
That's
saying
what
that
you
that
said.
is that is the perception. So if you send the money to these people and they had to return it to you because they are not doing the job, why would they? Why this happen?
Because it's fidel. Because that's the job they are elected to do, and they need to do the job.
And this seems like they don't want to do it. Based on this,
Yeah, but
Desmond, based
let
on
me ask
what
you this.
Desmond said in this recording.
J-Ross, you work, not you? You work. You want the business?
No, man, you know it. You know that. You know that, Chuck. You know, say I work.
You work. All right. If you go to work one day, and your boss look for you and say, man, you know, look like him are doing job, and what your boss are going to tell you?
Action plan.
If your boss are going to sit down at your desk and do your work for you, I'm going to send your guy your rat in the and say, go with me, find somebody better.
You must put up an action plan first.
All right. The problem what we have with elected representatives, you can't fire them. They are elected. You can't fire somebody who get elected, you know. Only the people can remove them. But the people
can refuse and sending them the resource. You can refuse to send them the resources,
no,
and you can override.
That's the problem, Jay. You cannot. They are elected representative. You cannot. It is illegal for you to go around the process.
Okay, well, be a part of the process then.
And that is how the importance of the NARA bill comes in, because we realize that these people are willfully sabotaging the process.
Chuck, I welcome the NARA bill, you know, but we cannot wait. You know, people cannot wait for the NARA to pass, regardless if it's gonna pass early or late. Yes, I know that. Yeah, but we should not be waiting for this. The government should take care of the people and have their receipt, regardless of what backlash is coming. Once you have, wait, listen to me. Once you have your receipt, okay, that I spend this money on this, people will say, okay, maybe we spend it. Yes, bro.
You realize that there is a scandal brewing right now in Jamaica.
Yes,
and
but
people
are suffering.
Just hold on, let me answer my question first. And the genesis of this scandal is that all of the money is accounted for?
Yes.
You realize that the
I am
scandal is that the money they are same way?
No. Yo, listen, man. Yes, I understand that because the money is accounted for, there shouldn't be no scandal. But people are suffering. The Prime Minister should take it up and said, listen, regardless of what.
Me keep you use this argument, say, you don't know what is sufferation? What is the difference between... Listen to me.
You don't live at Westmoreland. Other day I come down there, you know. I'm drive through Westmoreland, you know. Westmoreland is not normal, you know. It is not a pretty sight, you know, brother.
I know, but all right, good. You drive through Westmoreland. Now, tell me, J-Rax, why is Westmoreland taking so long to rebuild?
I don't know. That is my point. The money is there,
would you like me
to
tell you, even though I don't live in Westmoreland, me know, you know?
Then tell me, I welcome
because J-Rax, 90% of the people them in Westmoreland never own the land where they live pan, and they never know who own it. Government cannot
I understand. To build them back a one-room board house until you can regularize it. Because on the same place that they have been living, but you can't get. So, all right. Wait, no man. Listen to my argument. Give them a one-room board house. You don't have to put concrete. Put raw patwa me again, you know. You don't have to give them concrete, but give them livable solution at the
All right,
moment.
I
Then
hear you.
they,
I hear
all
you.
right, you can
But
give them a
here's the
start.
problem
You know.
with that now. Here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with that. First of all, it's a waste of money. We are going to build this up, and then we have to go build this up later.
It can't be because
that's the
you're
problem.
gonna put them in
Well, I
that.
know.
Wait, no, you're gonna put them in that, and then you're gonna regularize the thing. So if you put them in a one-room boardhouse, based on the size of family.
Here is the problem with your idea now. If the government build a one-room boardhouse for a piece of land, give you, right? Because of the live here, and your boardhouse build and they look nice. What if somebody turn up we don't title next week and say a family land?
Yo, let me ask you a question now. It might sound away, but you know, say Westmoreland is the only parish them put a house for a truck and move it.
But Jairus, that's the problem. That's why it was so devastated, because the kind of houses them were building, and that is what have to change. Yes, Jairus, people are going to be a little discomfort for a while, but it is better to take this opportunity to fix the problem permanently.
All right.
You know, think that better.
But do you think this problem that is there is gonna fix in the next year, 2 years, 3 years? What timeline do you give this to fix?
This problem will be solved in the next 3 years.
But 3 years is too long. 3 years is too long. People cannot go back to regular life. We are talking about people in a truck.
Not too long.
And we are not talking about
the problem what we face is that we are for immediate comfort, we go for the easiest solution, and guess what? Next year, next hurricane are going to come and blow down the boardhouse again, and we are going to end up back at the same place. We have to fix the problem. Yes, it will go inconvenience you for a while, but take the little short-term inconvenience for a long-term solution. You don't think it's worth it? If you were to decide in your personal life, so listen to me now, we are going to live very uncomfortable for the next 5 years. But after that, my life is going to be easy. Wouldn't you take the discomfort for 5 years? Jay, if you could make the decision, say, listen to me, I'm going to live uncomfortable for the next 5 years. But after that, the plan I'm going to implement, I'm going to help me live comfortable for the rest of my life. Wouldn't you take the 5 years of discomfort? Jay Newton, now listen to me. The problem, sorry, the problem is we love the short-term gratification where we make one man who don't give a shit, boy, you come tell you, say, boy, a man for build one house here, but build one house here where? The Westmoreland supported the longest running prime minister in our country that has been in government for every year, and the people them in Westmoreland don't own the land where they live on. Westmoreland had a minister of housing, land, water, agriculture, tourism. All of these are high-ranking members of a party that run this government for 18 and a half consecutive years. And don't give them the thing where they need. Now, this government, it may be unpopular, it may be uncomfortable, but we are going to solve the problem down at Westmoreland. When we done, the people, them are going to have land and them are going to have house. If 2 or 3 years of discomfort is a price you're not willing to pay, then I'm sorry for you now. Because our problem bigger than hurricane. Our problem is the mindset. Mindset are the problem of the people. I mean, I don't feel with no mindset. I'm tired to ball it out. Why, Sky? I'm tired to tell them. Jairus? All right, Jairus can't bother with the conversation anymore. In gone.
No.
No, I know it's 22 and a half, but me say 18 and a half unbroken years, which means they were the government for 18 years undisturbed. 18 years undisturbed. They could have, I'm not sure what you hear me.
I don't know which one of your moderator mute me, but tell them say me not come here, so.
No, man, the moderator no mute you. The moderator no mute
But
you.
you say me gone a while ago with time.
Yeah, come here, a long time. I show time, I come here answer you. I ask a question how long, you know. And I repeat it. If you, in your personal life, can make a decision where say, boy, I go implement one plan, but for the next 5 years, my life I go be uncomfortable. But after that, it I go be smooth sailing. Would you take that 5 years of discomfort to make the rest of your life better?
Of course, but what about who can't afford 5 years, Chuck?
Who can't afford? What do you mean when you say afford 5 years?
Because the people who, I mean, you have some dishonest people, you know, but the people who are suffering at this moment,
you
they
keep
can't
using
afford.
the word suffering, Bridget. Yes, we have people that struggle, but we're not. Bridget, you want to sufferation? Go down to South Africa.
Struggle then. If you
Struggle,
want to
yes,
use
we
the
have
word
struggling
struggle.
people, but me not know where the sufferation on that ball boat come from, you know.
Me not cry about suffering.
Let me tell you something.
Is the people them
Go
down
down
there
to
is the
Westmoreland.
vice.
Go down to Westmoreland tomorrow and string up Stone Love. Is that you believe the Westmoreland people are suffer? String up Stone Love down at Westmoreland tomorrow morning. Yeah.
But okay. If you string up Stone Love down there, it's just a fraction as Westmoreland can afford to go to spend $500 in a dance. It's just a few in a truck. You can't look on it like that, bro. That's all I'm saying. You have people are struggling then. I will not use suffering then.
There's that difference. Jay, my thing, Bridget, is that the problem in Westmoreland needs to be fixed. The first one is the land tenureship. People live on land, people are playing rent for land, people are rent people for build boardhouse. That's why Westmoreland was so destroyed, because 90% of the house them are board and they sit down for 4 pieces of stick. So they just blow away. We can't go back to that. Listen, it don't make no sense the government to go waste millions of dollars build boardhouse and we are enter one next hurricane season where the boardhouse will get boiled down again. If we are going to assist people, the first assistance the government have to do is to sort out the land issue. Too much temporary solution. It is Jairus. Listen, Jairus, you come from Westmoreland. You realize that at one time the Prime Minister of this country was from a Westmoreland constituency?
I know.
You realize that the Water Minister was from a Westmoreland constituency?
Mr. Blight, yes, of course.
The Agriculture Minister was from a Westmoreland constituency?
Yeah, at one point. The
Tourism Minister was from a Westmoreland constituency?
Yeah, that's my.
Do you realize that Westmoreland have nothing to show for all these representatives?
It is sad.
Housing Minister.
I can tell you that it is sad. You understand? But to be honest, Chuck, it must be a reason why they went back to the PNP. It must be a reason. I don't know the reason. I don't know if you know the reason, but it must be a reason why they went back. They switched and then they went back. It must be a reason.
No, they never switched. No, they never switched. Jairus.
Well, they gave someone a chance.
No, they never gave. You know what happened in one election in 2020? More of the labor right went out than more than the PNP them. They never switch. You said if you switch, you'd have some PNP who go to vote for labor right. That never happened in 2020. So they never switch. In a one election, more of the labor right went out. And even though under the 4 years, more development happening in Westmoreland under the 4 years than under the other 18 years, them still go back.
Can you point me to some of the development, bro? Because to be honest with you, I haven't spent a lot of time in Westmoreland, even though that's my born land. I haven't spent a lot of time in Westmoreland. But what is the development that happened in Westmoreland that you can point me to since 2020?
Since 2020, let me give you the easiest one. The road network in Westmoreland has been vastly improved. Vastly improved. Most people will never know what asphalt look like. As since they put in George right, then they know about asphalt. The security, the new hotels that developed down there. Right now we have 3. Huh?
Which hotel is that?
Hold on, let me give you the name of it. Hold on, let me give you the name. Let me give it. But that's something more you can look up. That's something more you can look up. The security of the place